It's the Happy Harmonium channel here, and today we're going to check out how to play Krishna Das' Mahamantra Meltdown. It's a really beautiful version of the Hare Krishna mantra, and it's a little bit more complex. It's got two progressions. There's a little bit of hard stuff in there, but persistence will get you through. So let's get going and let's check it out.
So first I'll play the Kirtan and then we'll break it down afterwards. So it goes like this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Right, so let's break down the chords. So this song consists only of 3 chords, and it is played in the key of C major. And therefore the first chord is going to be C major, and that consists of the notes G, C and E. And sometimes, just to sort of accentuate a high melody, I like to add that top G as well. Still a C major chord, it just has 2 Gs in it. Then the next chord is G major, and that consists of the notes G, B and D. And again, I like to add that top G, just to accentuate the G, if the melody is high, but again totally optional. And the final chord is F major, and that consists of the notes A, C and F. And there's no accentuation here, so it's just a simple chord. Let's have a look at the song and let's break it down. This song consists of 2 progressions and 5 different melodies. And that means that the first 3 melodies are played on progression 1 and the last 2 melodies are played on progression 2. So let's have a look at progression 1. Progression 1 simply goes like this. It goes C to F and then to G. The count is 4 for C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So, like I said, 4 for C, 2 for F, and 2 for G. Let's have a look at the first melody. The only thing that you need to know about this first melody is that it comes in on the 2nd beat. And what that means is you've got 1 beat of space. And what I like to do, or what I liked to do when I was learning this song, was just to say doof, because it basically is a placeholder and allows you to come in on the right time. So it goes like this. Doof. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Doof. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Doof. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Doof. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Now the second melody on this progression is or follows the same idea. You have to have that one beat of space before you come in. And this melody is basically just sung a little bit higher, And therefore I like to add that G, that extra G, onto the C major, just to accentuate it a little bit. And it goes like this, it goes doof. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And now, when we then look at the third melody in this song, this third melody is probably the hardest melody in the song. And that's because you've got that good old trick where the melody, you start singing the melody, not on the first beat of the progression, but actually on the beat prior to beginning the progression. So you're singing, you're starting in the previous progression. It sounds a little bit confusing, but I'll show you what I mean. So as you know, the progression goes C, F, and G. So you're going to start singing that song, the Hare Hare, you're going to start singing in this G. So it goes Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, and so on. So, as you know, the melody starts with Hare Hare. It's the Re of the second Hare that lands on the first beat of the C. Hare Hare. This progression, as I said, takes a little bit of practice, or took me a little bit of practice, and so again, what I'd recommend is play along to Krishna Das and just play along without thinking about it too much, and you'll surprise yourself. Now looking at the next progression. So this progression is slightly more complex, but really not too bad. And it goes like this, it goes C to G to F to C and to G. So I'll count that out for you. It goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So all chords are held for a count of 2, except the last 2, which is the C and the G. And so let me sing it to you. Again, it has that situation where it has that break, it has that first beat of space. So again, I would recommend saying that doof. So it goes like this. Doof. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, doof. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the final melody on the same progression is very similar, but again it has that space, that doof, and yeah, I'll sing it for you. It goes like this. Doof. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, doof. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, doof. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And that is basically the whole song.
Thanks for watching. I hope you managed to learn the song. If you've got any comments, requests or feedback, put them down in the comment box, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.